Look, friends, when we talk about expensive mistakes, most people immediately think about money, losing money, taking a bad loan, buying something you cannot afford, making a bad investment. But there is something even more expensive that people waste every single day without realizing it, and that is time. Because if you lose money, you can potentially earn it again. If you make a bad investment, you can potentially recover. But when you waste an hour, that hour is gone. You cannot save it. You cannot buy it back, and you cannot go back to yesterday and use it differently. That is why today I want to talk about some of the most expensive mistakes people make with their time. And the interesting thing is, most of these mistakes don't feel expensive while you're making them. They feel normal, they feel harmless, sometimes they even feel productive. But when you look at them over months and years, the cost becomes very clear. So let's start with the first one. Hash mistake number one, thinking you have more time than you actually do. Look, this is probably one of the biggest mistakes people make. We always think there is more time. I'll start tomorrow. I'll learn that skill next month. I'll start exercising when things become less busy. I'll spend more time with my family later. I'll work on that business idea when I have enough money. I'll read that book when I have more free time. And because tomorrow feels like it is always available, we keep pushing important things forward. But here's the problem: tomorrow keeps moving. And suddenly, 1 month becomes 1 year. 1 year becomes 5 years. And you look back and realize that you have been waiting for the perfect time to start. But the perfect time never came. Now, I'm not saying you need to do everything immediately. That's not realistic. What I'm saying is that you need to understand the value of starting, because starting today doesn't mean you have to finish today. If you want to learn a skill, start with 20 minutes. If you want to get fit, start with a short workout. If you want to build something, spend 30 minutes working on it. The important thing is that you stop treating your future like it is guaranteed, because it isn't. Mistake number two: spending hours on your phone without realizing it. Now let's talk about something almost everyone can relate to: your phone. You pick it up just to check one notification, then you see a short video, then another one, then another one. You tell yourself, just 5 minutes, and suddenly 45 minutes have disappeared. Now, look, using your phone isn't automatically bad. Watching videos isn't automatically bad. Social media isn't automatically bad. The problem is when you are using them without making a conscious decision. There is a big difference between saying, I'm going to watch videos for 30 minutes and opening your phone without knowing why and scrolling until you feel tired. One is a decision. The other is a habit controlling you. And this is where the cost becomes serious. Um, Imagine you waste just 1 hour every day. 1 hour doesn't sound like much, but that's 365 hours in a year. That's more than 15 full days, and that's just 1 hour per day. Now imagine what you could do with those 365 hours. You could learn a new skill, build a side project, read dozens of books, exercise,